Hi guys, it's Misty. Welcome back to another card video. All right, so I made 3 cards, and this video is a little bit longer than my normal videos. I like to try to keep it around 10 minutes, and this one's almost 16 minutes, so feel free to speed me up if you need to. Just click on the little settings icon in YouTube, and you can choose to speed me up. I'll talk really fast, but you can still understand me most of the time. So I made this for the Simon Says Stamp Wednesday challenge. The theme this week is anniversary or wedding, and we're featuring Impression Obsession products. So if you have anything from them, we encourage you to use it, but it's, you don't need to participate. Okay, so the reason why I made 3 is the only wedding / love / anniversary product I had by Impression Obsession was this love die. And I like to use, if I have it, I like to use more than one product of the company that we're featuring. But this is all I had. I have other things from them, but nothing, the things I have nothing to do with a wedding or anniversary. So anyway, that's kind of why I decided to make 3 cards. Anyway, to catch up here, I got to tell you, so I did a kind of silly thing here. So I traced the hearts. I had craft foam behind it, and I wanted to know exactly where to cut the hearts. So I traced them so I can cut them out with scissors. And then I realized I could have just put the dies right in the holes that I already cut out of the cardstock, and it would have been perfect. But I realized that after I had traced them, so save yourself a step there. I was kind of worried about how thin it is up at the top. I didn't want my sequins to get out, but it's not a problem. I just make sure I glued it all the way around. So I'm using this Hero Arts acetate sheets. I've never used this before, but I really like it. I usually use the Judikins embossing acetate. I think it's what it's called, and it's the same size. It's a A2 card size sheet of acetate. But yeah, I really liked this, so I will use it again. So instead of wasting the whole sheet, I'm just going to cut down the size of my shaker window. But if you do this, make sure you leave enough room to glue it all the way around. So I've done it before where I cut it a little too close. And for the wood grain card front, I realized I was trying to figure out where I got the wood grain paper from, and then I realized that it's the distress wood grain cardstock, to use with distress inks and stuff like that. But I didn't do any ink blending on this, but it worked perfectly for my card front. So I'm using my handy little glue syringe here to make sure I have glue all the way around the heart. I know I don't really need it on that side of the acetate. It's more, you got to do it on the other side so the sequins can't leak out anywhere, but I just do it on both sides to be consistent, I guess. And then I'm going to go around it now for the craft foam, and this is the one you want to make sure that you get all the way around, that there's no gaps in your glue, so that way no sequins could sneak out. I know I kind of went overboard on the glue on the back of that, but I didn't want any gaps. All right, so for the back of my shaker windows, I'm going to ink blend some Distress Oxide inks in Worn Lipstick and Tattered Rose, and I really love these colors together. Almost as much as I love the Candied Apple and Dried Marigold together. I love that color combo. I'm using Bristol Smooth cardstock for to do the ink blending on. That's all I'll use nowadays. I really like how smooth it blends. And these Distress Oxides are just smooth anyway, but they blend really well on the Bristol Smooth cardstock. So this is my go-to for ink blending, and then the Express It color blend paper is my go-to for Copic coloring. Gotta have them both. So here's where I kind of messed up a little bit, but it worked out. This is kind of where the 2 cards came into mind. So I was lining up where I wanted my heart, the coloring in my hearts, and I cut them out with the same hearts I made the windows with, and I shouldn't have done that because then, when I put it on the back of the window, I had to have it exactly perfect. Otherwise you would see little gaps between the craft foam and the, you know, the stitched heart. And I didn't really like that. I didn't want to have to be so precise with it. So I just ink blended another thing and cut out kind of a wider area like I did with the acetate. Just so I didn't have to be so precise. But I knew, I mean, those hearts looked awesome. So I just put them aside, and that's when I decided to make another card with them. So again, this is where you need to make sure you go around the craft foam with your glue. Make sure there's no gaps in there, because that's where your sequins will try to run away. It's happened to me before. So I'm just going to cover up both of those areas with my, and I found that liquid glue is the easiest way to do these. I've done it with the score tape before, and if it's, you know, an easier shape, shaker window, then I will use the score tape, but for these, the liquid glue is perfect. But I am going to use my score tape because I love the score tape with the craft foam. So I'm using that here on the back. And there's my little double shaker window. I am in love with this kind of rose gold glitter paper from Simon Says Stamp. It came in, I bought the assorted, what is it called? Assortment pack, 6x6 glitter assortment pack. But this is by far my favorite color out of the whole pack, so now I know I have to get full sheets of this. Just such a pretty color. And no card is complete without some embellishments, so I had to add some more hearts to it, just because I love this glitter paper. I used, this was a die by Simon Says Stamp called Super Hearts Border, and I didn't realize when I was using it that they don't carry it anymore. So I found another die with little hearts in it that's pretty comparable. But, you know, I mean, any die, there's all kinds of dies with little hearts in it. So, yeah. So anyway, so I just cut out, there's lots of hearts in this one. So I just add a few different sizes here. And my next card, I'm going to use silver hearts. So I had some silver hearts here. I was trying out to see if I wanted to do silver on this one or stick with the beautiful rose gold glitter. And I decided to stick with this one. I had the silver in the shaker windows, so I thought I might want silver, but I just love this color. So then I got my training wheels here to add some Nuvo drops. And I just wanted something in that corner right there. But I should have stopped at 3. You know, it's one of those, I just went a little too far with it. And one of them I was able to get off because it was pretty small, but I should have stopped at 3. So here's my second card. I'm going to use these hearts that were kind of my mess up from the shaker card. And I use the Wide Stripes background stamp by Simon Says Stamp with the fog ink. That is my favorite right now. I love that background stamp and I love the fog ink. I'm just using what was it? It was a Simon Says Stamp stitched rectangle die, which is a perfect size. And then I cut out the love in white 3 times, and I'm just using some spray adhesive to glue all those together. And then I felt like my hearts needed a little something extra, so I took that shimmer spray and sparkle. I love that shimmer spray, and added some to the hearts. It was really pretty in person, but I can't really see it in the video. And then I just add the silver on top of the 3 white ones. But see, even the silver glitter paper, this word die, I love this word die, this love, and I love glitter paper. I don't know, I just really like this one. I like doing this challenge. For only having one product that I could use. I was pretty happy with these three. And I'm just going to pop up the whole card front on some craft foam. Once again, I'm using my score tape. And this one was, I mean, the most challenging one was the shaker card, but the other two were simple, super simple cards to make. And see, my stripes kind of had a little spot in there that didn't get inked all the way. So that's where I just put the heart. So it's perfect. I've come to realize you just can't go wrong with glitter paper. Am I the only one that feels this way? I mean, I love glitter paper on anything. You know, it's the little things in life. It really is. The little things that make me happy. All right, just using some liquid glue to glue down my hearts. You know what I should have done? Okay, I know what my next card's going to be. I should have popped the hearts up with the craft foam instead of the card front, because I already had the hearts cut out from the shaker card. All right. I'm going to have to make another one now. Maybe I'll use a different colored ink background too, just to switch it up a bit. So I wisened up for this one, and I stopped while I was ahead. I just put 3 little Nuvo drops, and then I added one over by the heart too. I saw somewhere or heard somewhere if you tap it on the back, it'll make it not so... Some of them are kind of pointy, the Nuvo drops. I don't know. Okay, so for my third card, this one's so easy. I just took that love die, and I took the rubbery embossing mat by Spellbinders, and I just, all over the card front, I just embossed the word love. And that was it. I'm going to pop that up on some craft foam. And at the last minute, I decided to add some pink behind it, just to give it some color. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my neighbor's yard guy is mowing right outside my crafting window. Of course, because I'm doing my voiceover, and this is the only time I have to do it. So I'm trying to do it before Bubby's game, which we have to leave for in a half an hour. Anyway, it's really loud for me, so maybe you guys won't hear it. I don't know how you wouldn't. I guess we'll see how good my microphone is. So anyway, sorry if you can hear it, but got to get this done. All right, so I was just going to do the same thing. I was going to, I cut out 3 of the love in white, and then I was going to add a glittery, cardstock to the front of it. I even thought about leaving it white because I liked how it looked, but I don't know, it just seemed too plain to me. And of course, I don't figure that out until I've already glued everything together. I don't even know. I wasn't even thinking. So this is what I had to do. And this took me forever. So I already glued it all down with my score tape, which is impossible to get off. So I had to do some surgery to my card. And luckily, it didn't ruin the whole thing. So I just added some twine. I love this twine because it's very easy to maneuver. It kind of stands up on its own. And I doubled it up here and made this bow. So this one's my favorite. This is the one I use the most, I would say. Yay! See, look how cute it looks with the bows like that. Love that twine. And again, with the rose gold glitter paper. I'm still not tired of seeing it. I still love it. Hopefully you guys aren't tired of it either. And once again, I'll add a couple hearts to it. See, they all kind of have a theme. Get how they all kind of go together. They all kind of use the same products. It's not a set though. It's not like a thank you set or something. They could be wedding cards. Anyway, those are my 3 cards. That's my shaker. That's my embossed one, and I don't know what to call that other one. My ink blended one. Oh yeah, and then I added one little touch to one of the hearts. Still not sure if I like that though. I don't know. It's already on there though. So that's what it is. Anyway, that is my video for today. I hope you liked all 3 of these cards, head to my blog for more pictures and all the info and products used and stuff. And don't forget to stop by the Simon Says Stamp Wednesday Challenge blog and join us this week if you can. And I'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye.